employees there. This is near 43rd Avenue and Van Buren, kind of an industrial warehouse part of Southwest Phoenix. Unclear if this is weather related or what caused that roof to collapse, but this is right near the same spot we were showing you that flooding on the I-10 near 43rd Avenue. This is very close to the area, so it's possible that a large amount of rainfall hit this area at one time about half an hour ago. We have a crew on scene. Firefighters are going to brief us as to what exactly is going on and if that employee is still unaccounted for inside this building. But again, a partial roof collapse at one of the commercial buildings in Southwest Phoenix tonight.
Is that debris?
I can't tell. It almost looks like it was debris that blew in from the storm.
Maybe like insulation or something.
It's tough to tell.
All right, once we learn more, we'll keep you updated. We do have crews on the roads covering the impact of today's monsoon storms. Our Steven Sarabia has been on those streets. He is now on the 202 in the West Valley. Steven, we talked to you about 30 minutes ago. You were on the I-10. We saw the flooding that was on the side there. So what are you seeing now that you're on the 202? Better or worse?
I would say it's about the same. Well, I'd say the I-10 was a little worse. We actually are switching around to get onto the I-10. We just turned on it right now. But let me tell you, Vanessa and Jared, within probably about a 2-mile radius of the 202 and the 10 in the West Valley, we've seen numerous crashes. I lost count after 5. We just passed by another one not too long ago before y'all tossed to us, but we were actually kind of close to that area y'all were talking about where that structure got damaged. Again, we're not sure if that was because of the storm, but it was going pretty strong in that area. That's where I was showing you some of that flooding along the I-10 earlier. So we are heading that way. We're near 43rd and the I-10, which is where you saw some of that action. Do want to show y'all just another camera so we can try and see the other side. That's mostly where we've been seeing the crashes. We're on the westbound lane. In fact, we actually have some ADOT video from not too long ago of a woman, I guess, trying to retrieve a car bumper from the road. We've seen a lot of debris on our way just along in this section of the I-10 around the 202. So if you have to head out, be extra cautious because we've seen a numerous number of crashes. You can actually start seeing, I'm not sure if you can see that well enough, there's some raindrops on the camera, but there's a lot of slowdown because of a crash on the westbound lane. Let me see if this camera shows it a little better. You can see the first responder lights going off. There we go. Yeah, you can see them heading out. There's a crash right there that you're looking at. Again, a little hard to see because of the rain, and traffic has backed up on this section of the I-10. Again, this is westbound near 35th Avenue, so keep that in mind. Again, we are out here tracking the storm. Going to bring you the latest as soon as we get it. Again, this is a very developing storm, but this is a lot of rain within a short amount of time, which is why we're seeing that water just pooling on the roadways. But for now, in Storm Commander, I'm Steven Sarabia for Arizona's Family.
All right, Steven, thank you very much.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be pouring down there like it was earlier. Royal, you were outside within the past, 30, 40 minutes? You opened the door. We can hear it from in here.
Yeah, it came down pretty good here for a while. And the area where that partial collapse is, as you say, we don't know at this point whether it's weather related, but here's what we can tell you. There was a gauge in the area that picked up about 1/3 of an inch of rain, could have came in a very brief period of time, a wind gust over 40 miles an hour, and these thunderstorms could have been producing some microbursts. So that's something that we'll investigate over the next 24 hours to see what actually happened out there if it was weather related. All right, let's check what's happening right now. The storms that are severe are right around the valley. Severe thunderstorm warnings are continuing for central and eastern portions of the valley and to the south of the valley. This cell that's moving south is the strongest of the two, though we're starting to see some extension into the East Valley, into Mesa and Chandler, Fountain Hills. So you, as folks in those areas, may get some brief heavy rain as well. The Piestewa Peak area, it looks like the rain has eased up a bit. Sunny Slope, though, but it's a decent thunderstorm in the area. And again, that's a severe thunderstorm warning until 10 o'clock. And then the storm that moved through the Levine area and is now moving a little bit farther to the south. Look at the tops on this storm as it moved through, popping up to over 50,000 feet. That's a huge thunderstorm, especially by Arizona standards, and that's why we've got the severe thunderstorm warning continuing in that area. Once again, just want to show you that the east side is starting to pop as well. In fact, look at that. You can see it just popped on there on the screen, that outline. So we now have a severe thunderstorm warning that has extended into the East Valley. That's Mesa, Chandler, Gilbert, parts of Apache Junction have all been included in the new severe thunderstorm warning. So we are going to continue to see this severe weather, it looks like, for at least another hour to 90 minutes or so. We've got chances again for the next couple of days as well, with high temps around 112. We get a bit drier for the weekend. Temperatures, though, stay well above average for this time of year.
All right, Royal, much more to come in our first alert weather coverage here through the night on Arizona's Family. Right now, a Cave Creek homeowner says he purchased a home warranty to give him a little peace of mind, just in case something broke or needed a repair.
Yeah, so far, so good up until now. He said he's had pretty good luck with the warranty company. That is, until they didn't cover a pricey swimming pool repair. So naturally, he contacted On Your Side's Gary Harper for help. Yes, I'm Vanessa Riza.
I'm Jared Dillingham. We begin with first alert weather coverage as a strong monsoon storm hits the valley this evening. We had part of the I-10 flooded. We have 30,000 homes and businesses without power. And right now, firefighters are on the scene of a roof collapse in southwest Phoenix.
We have team coverage for you tonight. Holly Bach tracking the storm system. Our Steven Sarabia in our storm commander on the highway, checking out those roads. We'll get to them in a moment, but first we want to get over to our Sarah Robinson. She is at that roof collapse. This is near 43rd Avenue and Van Buren. Sarah, I know that you just got to the scene. What have you been able to learn in those minutes?
Well, we know that this was due to a partial roof collapse. We're still waiting to hear more about that, but we do know that one person so far is unaccounted for. I want to show you a little bit of what we're seeing. You can see this building behind me. There's a downed fence that this person is driving in front of right now, but that building behind me is the one that we're talking about. So there's one person that is unaccounted for. Again, a partial roof collapse. We're also hearing that the back wall of that building collapsed as well. So right now, I am with Phoenix Fire Captain and Public Information Officer Todd Keller. Todd, what can you tell us about this incident?
So this got dispatched about 45 minutes ago. Crews responded to the area of 43rd Avenue and Van Buren. They got on scene, talked to employees. So we have a partial roof collapse at this Freeport distribution center. What that does is that roof is holding those walls up. That north wall has came down. Per employees, we do have one person that is unaccounted for.
And do you know if this was weather related? We know that a monsoon just came through this area. We saw many down trees. It's obviously flooded in this part. Do you guys believe this was caused by that storm?
We can't tell that right now. Obviously, by the looks of it, it does look like that. I can tell you that we do have our urban search and rescue team here, our dog Moxie, to assist to find that unaccounted employee.
And we did just see, guys, Moxie go in to that building, so hopefully they are able to find that person and hopefully that they are alive. Todd, thank you so much for speaking with us here tonight. Of course, as soon as we learn more information, we will be sure to let you know, but it is still raining and storming here a little bit, so we'll be back with you guys in a bit.
Sarah,
guys.
really quickly, in some of the video we saw earlier, there's debris all over the place, pallets all over the place. Is that on your side of the building or is that somewhere else? It looks like stuff got blown all over the place.
Yeah, it really does. So you can see if we zoom in right here on this fence, all of that debris is down on the road. There's a lot of wreckage. There's something coming out of the roof right there as well. And then there's just a lot of debris everywhere. There's trees that are down. There's limbs of trees that are in the middle of the road. There's a lot of wood panels and cinder block, it looks like, that's here. And then you can't see this as well, but there's a building behind me that looks like it was clearly impacted as well. So we'll have to wait and see if this was monsoon related, but so far, just based on the debris, it looks like it was. We have heard from people here who said that they heard a lot of wind right before that roof collapsed. Guys, back to you.
All right, we're hoping for the best,
Absolutely.
hoping the dog's able to sniff out that employee who is apparently missing inside this building tonight, and we hope you have an update for us soon. Sarah, thank you.
Let's get over to Holly Bach. She is tracking these storms. Holly, we could hear the thunder earlier. We can clearly see the rain on the screen there.
Yeah, lots going on. So we were just looking at the rain gauge. That's kind of right where Sarah was at. We had about 43/100ths of an inch of rain come down in that area. Wind gusts in the 40-mile-an-hour range. So of course, yeah, a little bit too early to tell if that was weather related, but look at how strong some of these showers and storms are. I want to first take you to where some of the heaviest rain is coming down right now. Lots of lightning as well. This is Levine right along the 202 there. Some heavy rain coming down. We also have multiple reports tonight. These ones here are winds. So we had wind speeds, wind gusts in the 50-mile-an-hour range right outside of Glendale. That put many homes, thousands of people without power tonight. And then also reports of a palm tree that fell onto some power lines. You can see this activity is still continuing out in the West Valley. We're looking at Peoria out toward Glendale as well, but take a look at what we're looking ahead to the next hour or so. Severe thunderstorm warning that is now extended into the East Valley. So you could see those showers and thunderstorms are really trekking their way further on from west down to the east, and these could soon make it out into the East Valley, areas like Gilbert and out toward Chandler. We're looking at temps right now that have really cooled down because of the rain, so at least that rain brings us some cooler air. We'll take another look at the radar, guys, coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Holly, thank you. And go ahead and take a look at this. Some serious flooding on the I-17 on-ramp at 43rd Avenue. Take a look at the right part of your screen. That is a person apparently maybe trying to get a bumper out of the water. This was around 9:30, just 30 minutes ago. We also saw a man dragging some tree branches out of the way. The good news, vehicles seem to be taking it very slow on the side there, but still a very dangerous situation if you are out there.
Yeah, our Steven Sarabia is out in the storm. Commander actually drove through us to show what it was like earlier. A number of downed trees as well, as Holly just mentioned. Steven, where did you end up?
Yeah, Jared, so we are just off the I-10, off 35th in near Roosevelt, because we're starting to see a lot of damage left behind from this monsoon that passed by. We got this downed tree right here. You can see it completely knocked over. And we're also watching a lot of crews go by. I saw APS drive by not too long ago because we are in an area that doesn't have power right now, but you can see, yeah, this tree uprooted. Now, it does have some shallow roots, which is probably why it was able to knock over, but just take a look at the roadway where this tree is at. We've seen many cars just have to swerve out of the way so they don't hit it. Somebody did put a cone, but just take a look at the other side of the road as well. A fence knocked over, a pretty long fence knocked over from this storm. And as we mentioned, this area doesn't have power. So a lot of people have actually been stopping by this local food truck, which actually they just closed up. They had power, but because of a generator, but they're packing things up as we go. Some people have been hanging out here. There you go. See, only place with power nearby from what I can see. But yeah, it's we're tracking the damage, and of course you can count on Arizona's Family to keep you updated. But for now, in the West Valley, I'm Steven Sarabia for Arizona's Family.
Yeah, it kind of just looked like, as you were talking in your live shot, one of the vehicles just barely missed. It seemed another vehicle trying to go around that tree there. I know that the cone is there, but when it's dark outside, I don't know if it really helps. But Steven, thank you.
It's definitely hard to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Stay safe. It looked like there's lightning out there as well.
No doubt. The storm hit statewide earlier today. Here's what it looked like along the Beeline Highway down south of Payson. Look at how windy it got in Deer Valley. Sheets of rain coming down as well in Dennis Jensen's backyard earlier this evening.
And the lightning continuing across the valley. This is in Peoria. Sparks shooting off in a number of directions. Sarah Miller taking this video and sending it in to us. Sarah, thank you for doing so we could see what was happening out there in Peoria.
Make sure to download our free First Alert weather app. You could track the radar for yourself, and we have more than 30,000 homes and businesses without power right now. We'll continue to update you on those outages on our app overnight.
Grace was blessed. She was an incredibly intelligent child. She was a great athlete, and she made everybody feel special.
A Buckeye father grieving the loss of his daughter tonight. They were hiking together, hiking Half Dome in Yosemite earlier this month when she slipped and fell to her death.
He says their hike was going well when rain started coming down, causing the trail to get slick. Now her dad is calling for improved safety measures on that path. Sarah Robinson has more.
Grace was blessed. She was an incredibly intelligent child. She was a great athlete, and she made everybody feel special.
Earlier this month, Jonathan Roloff and his daughter, 20-year-old Grace, set out to hike the iconic Half Dome in Yosemite.
She was just on cloud nine. She was talking about how it was one of her bucket list things that she had wanted to do.
Grace went to ASU and was an experienced hiker. Having hiked the Grand Canyon multiple times, it was an activity she and her dad enjoyed doing together.
She said, "Dad, it's showing 65 and cloudy, so it's perfect hiking weather."
A ranger told them there was a chance for storms in the afternoon, so Jonathan says they set out early and made it to the top.
We were up there about 15 minutes, and I heard a huge thunderclap come from behind me, and I looked around and I saw some dark clouds rolling in pretty quick, and I'm like, we need to get down. We need to get down. These storms can roll in fast. We need to go.
Not long after, it started pouring rain as they were hiking down.
I was counting the wooden planks on the way down because it was starting to get really slippery, and I remember telling her, I said, we have 11 more wooden planks to go, Grace. We can make it. Unfortunately, she slipped off the side and went down.
He says he could see his daughter the whole time and thought there was a chance she survived. The rescue mission took 3 hours as first responders had to wait out the storm to get her in a helicopter. Jonathan says she died from a head fracture and was told she likely didn't suffer.
She was about 250 feet below me. And, you know, I was just yelling out to her, "Hey, Grace, I'm here. Like, if you can hear me, I'm here. I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to stick with you. I'm not going to leave you. I love you."
Now, he is fighting for the park to improve safety measures so another person doesn't